Respected minds watching this, tell me, when was the last time you truly scared yourself? Not the kind of fear that comes from a cheap horror movie or a sudden sound in the dark. I'm talking about the kind of fear where you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize who stared back. That moment where your own reflection felt like a stranger plotting against you. Has it ever happened to you? Or are you still too comfortable, too predictable, too soft? Comment below if you've ever felt that surge, the one that makes your own heartbeat sound like a ticking bomb. They told you to stay calm, stay polite, stay invisible. And you did. You swallowed your fire until your voice went silent. You bowed your head until your spine forgot how to stand. But deep down, you knew something was wrong. You knew you weren't made for background noise. You knew you were designed to cut through silence like a blade. So why are you still living like a ghost while the world keeps feasting on your bone? Look at your life. Look at how smoothly you blend into the crowd. Unnoticed, unbothered, unseen. And yet, there's a monster in you waiting to step out. A monster so precise, so sharp, that if you moved with full force, even special forces would pause and ask, "Is this one of us?" Imagine that. Your footsteps so controlled that warriors mistake you for one of their own. That's the energy buried inside you. Doesn't it burn to keep it caged? You see, the world only respects execution, not excuses, not intentions. Only the way you strike when it matters. Smooth, silent, ruthless. That's what terrifies people. Not the noise, not the chaos, but the elegance of precision. Do you feel it? The thought that you could move differently, act differently, become something unrecognizable. Do you feel the curiosity clawing at your chest right now? That whisper asking, what if I became the thing they fear? I know what you've been told, that patience is a virtue, that playing nice gets rewards, that waiting your turn is noble. Lies, all of it. Waiting is how you rot alive. Playing nice is how you get crushed. And patience? That's the excuse of cowards too scared to make their own storm. What if I told you your next move could change everything? That one shift in how you act could make the world whisper your name in fear and awe. Would you take it or let it slip? This is your wake-up call. The mask you've been wearing isn't protecting you, it's suffocating you. The clock is ticking, and each second you play safe is a second you bury your power deeper underground. But I wonder, how much longer can you hold it back? How much longer until the beast claws its way out and the world finally sees what you've been hiding? Or are you afraid that once you unleash it, there's no going back? The world lied to you. They told you to smile, obey, and wait your turn. And you did, and it broke you. You built a mask so perfect that even you started believing it. But late at night, when the lights are gone and silence creeps in, don't you hear it? That scratching at the edges of your mind, that laughter that doesn't belong, that twisted version of you whispering, I could have been more, I should have been more. You bury it. You pretend you're fine, but you're not. You're fractured, and every crack is screaming for air. You've been living like a shadow of yourself, terrified of showing your true weight. Why? Because they told you it was wrong to be ruthless, wrong to be sharp, wrong to be powerful. They wanted you dull. They wanted you harmless. They wanted you small enough to control. And you let them. You clipped your own wings before they even had a chance to open. You've been trained to cage yourself, and now you mistake the cage for safety. Isn't that pathetic? Doesn't that disgust you? Think about the person you've become. predictable, easy to read. The world already knows your next move before you make it. Isn't that an insult? To be so simple that anyone can guess your rhythm? You used to have fire. You used to want more. But now you hide it under politeness and shallow smiles. And yet, deep down, you know it's all a lie. You're starving for chaos. You're desperate to feel alive again. So why keep pretending? Why keep playing dead? You're not meant to be liked. You're meant to be remembered. But the version of you that plays safe will never be remembered. Do you understand that? Never. People will pass by your grave and not even whisper your name. You want to be feared, respected, unstoppable? Then rip the mask off. Look in the mirror and stop lying to yourself. Who do you see? A broken puppet or a predator waiting for the right moment to strike? Which is it? Tell me. Every excuse you've made is just a lullaby to keep you asleep. I'm tired. I'll try tomorrow. I don't have time. Weakness disguised as logic. You know the truth. You just don't want to face it. You're scared of yourself. Scared of what you'd become if you stopped pretending and went all in. But here's the secret. The monster in you isn't your enemy. It's your freedom. The only thing that can rip you out of mediocrity and turn you into something untouchable. Don't you want that? Don't you crave that? So look again. That reflection is not your friend, it's your enemy. The one you've been hiding behind, the one that laughs at your wasted potential. You either destroy that version of you tonight, or you'll keep rotting as its prisoner forever. And I promise you, it will haunt you every single day you breathe. So the question is simple. Are you brave enough to kill your own weakness? Or will you die keeping it alive? Discipline isn't cute, it's violent. It kills your old self every damn day. You think discipline is about planners, schedules, and little checklists? No. Discipline is war. It's you waking up in the dark and dragging your body forward when every muscle begs you to quit. It's carving yourself into a weapon, sharpened, cold, merciless. You don't practice discipline, you bleed it. You breathe it. You break yourself on purpose until weakness no longer recognizes you. That's what it takes. That's the truth nobody told you. Every rep in the gym, every late night spent building when others sleep, every moment of silence where you suffocate your comfort, those aren't routines. Those are executions. You're burying the soft version of yourself one swing at a time. And the more you bury, the less of the old you survives. You're not just building strength, you're committing murder. Over and over. Murder of laziness, murder of excuses, murder of everything they brainwashed you into believing you were supposed to be. Rebellion doesn't mean shouting in the streets. Rebellion means training when no one's watching. It means eating discipline while everyone else feasts on distraction. It means refusing to bend to the dull rhythm they live by. They call you obsessed. They call you crazy. They laugh because they don't understand. But deep down, they're afraid. Afraid because they know obsession beats talent. They know madness beats normal. They know chaos beats order, if it's controlled. And you're proving it with every step you take. Ask yourself this. What if the hours you're wasting scrolling, doubting, hesitating, what if those hours could be traded for power? Not the fake kind, real power. The kind that shifts rooms when you walk in. The kind that makes people pause when you speak. The kind that makes even seasoned killers wonder if you've walked the same fire they did. Don't you want that? Don't you crave the weight of respect crushing down on everyone around you? Or are you still too scared to earn it? Discipline is rebellion against the soft culture you were raised in. It's rebellion against weakness, against mediocrity, against the script they forced into your hands before you even knew you had a choice. Every time you commit to discipline, you tear a page from their book and write your own. And the more you write, the more dangerous you become. Dangerous not because you're loud, dangerous because you're precise, predictable to no one, and feared by everyone. So remember this, you don't practice discipline, you wield it. Every day you push through, you're not being productive, you're declaring war. You're putting a knife to the throat of the old you and saying, stay down. That's why discipline is the purest rebellion. It's not about control, it's about destruction. And once you've destroyed enough of your old self, there's no going back. You'll be unstoppable. But the question is, are you ready to kill what's left of you? Most predators smile first, then they decide the rest of the world's fate. Eyes, calm, movements measured like a metronome, silence that unsettles, breath that waits, presence that rearranges the room. Predators do not rush. They map the smallest tremor. They listen to lies and mark them as landmarks. They learn what to let live and what to end. You will practice stillness until it becomes a blade. You will speak in pauses and in grins. People will lean in and hand you their secrets without knowing they are gifts. Curiosity. Have you ever watched someone thinking they control you while you already set the plan? Imagine the look on their face when the quiet becomes consequence. What would you do with that moment? Now become the hunter who wears a joke for a mask. Move like a question nobody can answer. Leave them wondering if you were ever human at all. Pain isn't punishment. It's proof you're alive. Proof you're evolving. You keep running from it, hiding in comfort like it's your shield, but comfort is the real enemy. It dulls you, it tricks you, it rots you slowly. Pain. Pain is the forge. Pain is the fire that burns away the useless parts of you. Every scar is a story of survival. Every ache is a sign you've stepped where cowards never dared. Tell me, why would you run from the very thing that shapes killers into legends? They told you pain is something to avoid, to medicate, to silence. But what happens when you silence the only thing that forces you to grow? You shrink, you rot, you turn soft. Pain is not your enemy, it's your training partner, the one that holds you down and whispers, if you want me off, earn it. Do you understand that? Every tear, every bruise, every heartbreak is a test, and most people fail because they'd rather hide than rise. And will you be like them, or will you embrace the fire? Imagine pain as a battlefield. Every day, you step onto it armed with nothing but will. Pain charges at you, teeth bared, fists raised. You have two choices: run and get trampled, or plant your feet and bleed your way to victory. The truth? Victory never feels clean. It feels broken, messy, and soaked in agony. But when the smoke clears, the weak are on the ground, and you're still standing. That's the reward, not medals, not applause. Survival. Survival that breeds power. Curiosity. What if the very thing you fear most, pain, is the key that unlocks everything you've been chasing? Think of the moments you suffered, the heartbreak, the failures, the rejections. Didn't those moments carve you into something sharper? Didn't they burn illusions out of your mind and force you to see who you really are? Pain shows you truths that comfort will never reveal. Maybe that's why it scares you, because deep down, you know it's the most honest teacher you'll ever meet. You cannot run from it forever. Pain will hunt you down, claw through your excuses, and remind you of its presence. The difference between the weak and the strong is simple. The weak negotiate with pain. The strong dance with it. They let it sharpen their bones. They let it stretch their limits. They let it break them. Then they rise rebuilt, reforged, indestructible. The strong know pain is the toll you pay for greatness. Everyone wants power, but not everyone can bleed for it. Can you? So hear me, stop fearing pain. Start inviting it. Every time it arrives, smile. Because it means you're stepping into territory most will never touch. It means you're walking where comfort cannot follow. And when you can endure pain without flinching, without breaking, without begging for mercy, you become untouchable. You become the nightmare in someone else's story. And when pain bows to you, nothing else on this earth can stand in your way. Nothing. Normal is a coffin dressed as safety. Chaos is the key that cracks it open. You've been trained to believe that normal is safe, predictable, respectable. But normal is slavery in disguise. Normal is the slow death of your hunger, your fire, your madness. Chaos is freedom. It bends rules, burns scripts, and makes every step unpredictable. When you embrace chaos, you stop living inside their lines and start writing your own, and that terrifies them because no one controls the wild card. They whisper about order like it's sacred, but order's just another cage. Predictable, boring, easy to track, easy to break. Chaos, though. Chaos cannot be calculated. It's a storm that laughs at blueprints. It's a smile that unsettles generals. It's the silence before the strike and the madness after. Tell me, wouldn't you rather be the storm no one can predict than the pawn they always expect? Wouldn't you rather make them question what you'll do next? That's power. That's fear. That's freedom. Curiosity. What happens when you stop playing by the rules they drilled into you? When you throw away their clock, their script, their expectations, you become dangerous because they can't read you anymore. They can't box you, label you, or predict you. And humans fear what they can't predict more than anything else. Think about it. When was the last time you shocked yourself? When was the last time you made a move so sharp, so unexpected, it left everyone breathless? Doesn't the thought electrify you? Chaos doesn't mean recklessness. That's the mistake the weak make. Chaos means strategy hidden in madness. It's calculated unpredictability. You plan in shadows. You strike in silence. And when the hit lands, they can't tell if it was genius or insanity. That's the Joker's law. Confuse them, disorient them, and smile while they panic. Because panic breeds mistakes, and mistakes are free openings. Controlled chaos is not just survival, it's domination. The weak beg for stability, the strong create storms. Which side do you want to be on? Safe, comfortable, ordinary, or feared, respected, untouchable? Chaos gives you leverage, it makes you unforgettable. It bends the world to your rhythm, and when people can't predict your rhythm, they start dancing to it without realizing. That's how legends are born. Not through routine, not through comfort. Through chaos that shatters the old order and leaves only your design standing tall. So here's the law. Stop chasing normal. Normal has nothing for you but chains. Embrace chaos. Bend it. Shape it. Let it fuel your hunger and sharpen your edge. Become the question mark they can't solve, the glitch in their system, the wild card they never saw coming. That's when you win. That's when you rise. That's when they look at you and whisper, "He's not like us. He's something else." And the best part, they'll never see you coming until it's already too late. When you move, the air shifts. When you speak, silence listens. When you act, history bends. This is not luck. This is design. Every scar, every late night, every broken piece forged you into something unrecognizable. You are no longer the one who begged for permission. You are no longer the one who blended in. You are the one who moves so smooth, so precise, even seasoned killers would hesitate and wonder, is that one of us? And in that hesitation, you win. Always. Transformation is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming who you were afraid to unleash. The beast, the shadow, the executioner of weakness. You've torn through illusions, embraced pain and weaponized chaos. And now, you walk with a rhythm that unsettles. You stand with a presence that commands. You exist in a way that makes people whisper without knowing why. That's power. Not in being loud, not in being seen, but in being undeniable. Curiosity. How would it feel if tomorrow you entered a room and everyone felt it before they saw you? That shift in energy, that tension crawling up their spines, that question they can't silence. Who is this? What have they become? Wouldn't it feel like fire in your veins? Wouldn't it feel like finally stepping into the role you were always meant to play? This is not fantasy. This is the aftermath of execution, precision so sharp it feels supernatural. You've killed the soft version of yourself. You've buried hesitation in the dirt. You've broken the shackles of normal. And now you wear chaos like a crown. You're not trying to fit in. You're not asking to be chosen. You are the storm that arrives uninvited, rearranging everything in its path. People don't get to decide your worth anymore. You decide theirs. That's what transformation feels like. Feels like control. Ruthless, silent, unshakable control. Understand this. Power is not given, it's taken. Respect is not asked for, it's demanded. Fear is not weakness, it's leverage. You've stepped into the version of yourself that bends these truths to your will. The one who can't be ignored, the one who can't be broken, the one who executes so perfectly, so smoothly, the world is left guessing if you were born a soldier or sculpted in shadows. And the truth, it doesn't matter. What matters is, they believe. So here is your ending, your beginning, your law. Never go back, never shrink again. The mask is gone, the weakness is dead. From this moment on, you don't walk, you arrive. You don't talk, you command. You don't live, you dominate. And every time they see you, every time they feel your presence, they'll whisper in silence, is that one of them? Or is that something else entirely? Let them wonder, let them fear, let them never forget.